What is Duvyzat? Duvyzat is a prescription medicine that is used for the treatment of Duchenne muscular dystrophy, DMD, in people 6 years of age and older. It is not known if Duvyzat is safe and effective in children under 6 years of age.
Ethan was 18 months old, and we noticed that he wasn't walking. And we had a family history of Duchenne muscular dystrophy, so we said, let's just go to the doctor. Maybe they can run some tests to see if that is the case. So we went to doctor, we got a referral to a neurologist. We did the testing, and sure enough, he had Duchenne. And because of that diagnosis, we decided to test Nathan as well. And sure enough, he also was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. And we just looked at our kids and said, you know what, we got this.
My parents told me that our muscles get weaker and weaker over time. Even my mom and dad, they're the most special people.
Ryan Michael was diagnosed at the age of 8. My initial reaction was, what is this disease? I've never heard of it before. The telethons I used to have on TV, and that's how I heard about muscular dystrophy, but I didn't know there are different types of muscular dystrophy until the doctor told me it was Duchenne's.
My mom told me your muscles work different than others.
There's an online gaming community that he's a part of, and he gets to talk to other Duchenne families and other people with muscular dystrophy.
My friends describe me as funny, smart, kind, and this fun. We talk about Duchenne's in life. Makes me feel good to other people to talk to and understand.
So he has a really great school that he's in, and I'm very impressed with it. And they've been very supportive of him over the years. And he was actually going there when he was diagnosed with Duchenne, and it was like overwhelming. We never would have thought it because he's so active and just so, he's very active at school. And so they never would have thought it would be someone with Duchenne at their school. And they've been very supportive, understanding. They've asked questions over the years, different teachers, as the years goes on, they've asked questions about what exactly is Duchenne's. And I've always given them materials on it. I do like a little welcome. Hey, this is Ryan Michael. These are some of the things he likes to do. And they've been very welcoming for it. And I've given them some information from the Parent Project Muscular Dystrophy website about, students with Duchenne's.
Yeah, when they ask.
We tell them that this condition that we were born with will always be with us until they find a cure for it.
They're like, oh, okay. They're pretty understanding.
Yes.
And they know that we probably need help with things, which we do.
Which is like helping us get food, opening stuff, getting us drinks.
I'm not sure they really understand how weak you really get. And they underestimate that sometimes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we give them rides on our chair.
I want my friends to know that I'm glad to have them.
So yeah, I would definitely encourage other families to seek out other organizations that are part of the Duchenne community. Being able to support each other, you may be in a situation that someone else has been into, and then that they can kind of support you and help you walk through it. There's always someone that can, kind of help guide you to that situation. And then, you can always lead your journey back to someone else that hasn't been there yet. They're going to get there or has been there, working through the situation.
I'm speaking to the parents, right? To the dad and mom who are going to have conversations over their own kitchen table. I don't think it's going to be hard for them to to get to the point where we did. Because as parents of a diagnosis like Duchenne, you're grabbing for whatever may be there, right? And for us, it was Duvisat. And we have seen our boys continue to participate in activities that we were told they may not be able to participate in at this age. So my expectation was that they may not be able to walk between the ages of 8 and 10. And now that has changed for us. But until you see a family show up who is living the discovery, it doesn't really mean much until you see it in action, because we have been given hope and ability to enjoy life.
Indication and important safety information. What is Duvisat? Duvisat is a prescription medicine that is used for the treatment of Duchenne muscular dystrophy, DMD, in people 6 years of age and older. It is not known if Duvisat is safe and effective in children under 6 years of age. Important safety information. What is the most important information I should know about Duvisat? Low platelet counts in your blood, thrombocytopenia. Platelets are important for blood clotting, and a decrease in their numbers can lead to an increased risk of bleeding or bruising. Your healthcare provider will check your blood count before you start Duvisat and regularly during treatment for any signs of thrombocytopenia. Call your healthcare provider right away if you notice any unusual bleeding or small red or purple spots on the skin called petechia. Your healthcare provider may change your dose of Duvisat if your blood platelet counts continue to be low, or may stop your treatment with Duvisat. Increased levels of fat, triglycerides in your blood. You may not have any symptoms, so your healthcare provider will do blood tests before you start Duvisat and regularly during treatment to check your triglyceride levels. Your healthcare provider may change your dose of Duvisat if your triglyceride levels continue to be high, or may stop your treatment with Duvisat. Frequent watery loose stools, diarrhea, and vomiting. Duvisat can cause vomiting and moderate to severe diarrhea. If diarrhea occurs, you should keep track of the frequency and severity of your diarrhea symptoms, drink plenty of fluids, and contact your healthcare provider. Your healthcare provider may change your dose of Duvisat if the diarrhea cannot be managed or does not go away. Your healthcare provider may also stop your treatment with Duvisat. Before taking Duvisat, tell your healthcare provider about all of your medical conditions, including if you have any heart problems or if you take any medicines that could increase your chance for irregular heart rhythms, have any bleeding problems. Tell your healthcare provider about all of the medicines you take, including prescription and over-the-counter medicines, vitamins, and herbal supplements. Taking Duvisat with certain other medicines may affect each other. Taking Duvisat with other medicines can cause serious side effects. Do not start or stop other medicines without talking to your healthcare provider. Duvisat can cause serious side effects, including: see what is the most important information I should know about Duvisat. Changes in the electrical activity of your heart, called QT prolongation. QT prolongation can increase the risk of developing a type of irregular heart rhythm known as torsade du poing. Call your healthcare provider right away if you feel faint, have an irregular heartbeat, feel dizzy, or lose consciousness. The most common side effects of Duvisat include diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, low platelet counts in the blood, increased fat level in the blood, and fever. These are not all of the possible side effects of Duvisat. For more information, ask your healthcare provider or pharmacist. Call your doctor for medical advice about side effects. You may report side effects to FDA at 1-800-FDA-1088. Please see full prescribing information and medication guide. Talk to your healthcare provider if you think Duvisat might be right for you or your loved one.